Hey everyone, welcome to Tech Altitude. Neuralink, our real-life Iron Man Elon's another crazy futuristic idea that is coming into reality. So what exactly is Neuralink? So to explain Neuralink, first we should start with how we interact with machines. So this is a computer in my background. You have your mobile phones right now in your hand and you're watching this video. So the way we interact with our machines is basically with your hands. So for instance, if you want to send someone a message or an email, so the email thought of an email just generates inside our brain and then it translates into our hands, and then we open up an app, we compose, we type in all the things that we want, and then eventually we send the email. Well, this process is actually really lengthy, and for this we need some peripherals. So the peripheral is either it's a touchscreen or it's a mouse or a keyboard. Now with Neuralink you don't need either of this. The Neuralink's node is actually fitted into directly onto an animal's brain. So to fit this Neuralink node, they have to basically cut out a coin-sized piece of your skull and then place in this node inside your brain. I know it sounds horrifying, but it's super prototype and it's super new, so yeah, things might change in the future. With Neuralink, this small computer and these small thin wires which have a thickness of 1/8 of a human hair is connected with neurons, and then it can send or receive electric signals from neurons directly. The Link version 0.9 has more than 1000 electrodes to start with, and other specifications such as all-day battery life, wireless charging, a 6-axis gyroscope or a IMU, a temperature and a pressure sensor, and it's designed to wirelessly connect with your phone with Bluetooth with a range of 5 to 10 meters. And it can be charged overnight if you are thinking. Now for installation, Elon Musk has also unveiled a robotic arm that can do the job within an hour without the need of any medical support or without the need of any human interference. And this attachment of the Neuralink inside someone's or an animal's brain can be done without the need of a general anesthesia. So what are the applications of this Neuralink? In demonstration, Elon actually showcased 3 guinea pigs. Now the first one had never had any Neuralink attached on its brain. The second one had a Neuralink attached for 2 to 3 months and they removed it back. And in the third guinea pig, they had 2 Neuralinks attached at the same time on this brain. And they basically compared all the happiness index and the healthiness index of these 3 guinea pigs. And Elon claims that these 3 are identical to each other. So with the Neuralink, they have no health issues and they never have any psychological or a physical problem. And they also showcase a live feed directly from the pig's brain, and they showcase how the brain reacts or how the Neuralink receives the electrical waves from the brain of the pigs when they touch something or when they have given some kind of food to eat. With humans, the first trials will be done on people who are disabled. The major problem of a disabled person is the lack of translating their signals, their electric signals, from their brain to their certain body part, let's say their hand. Now with the help of a Neuralink and a robotic prosthetic arm or a robotic assistant arm which is attached on their physical natural arm, now the Neuralink could send those messages or those translation messages, the electrical messages, pick those up from their brain and then send it to their robotic prosthetic arm or this robotic assistant arm, and they could literally use their hands just the way we normal people use ours. This will also help people who are blind or have some kind of hearing problem. Now for blind people, they can just put in some kind of glasses over their head which has additional cameras onto it, and the output of the camera will be directly sent into their head or into their brain with the help of Neuralink. Well, this is what the future of technology is just getting started. For us, for normal people like us, we could use Neuralink for accessing some kind of Iron Man capabilities, just like we could have a supercomputer that we could interact with just with our thoughts. And not just that, Elon has also claimed that you could actually store the memories from your brain into a file or into a server, and then if you want to relive or re-watch those memories, you can just take that file and just open it up inside your Neuralink and you could relive your past again. This is a really good technology and it will help a lot of people in the future. But It's the future that I'm worried about. Right now we use our smartphones and social media day in and day out. Now the advertisements that we see on our social media are based upon our voice samples that are recorded anonymously, then location tracking of our smartphones and our search pattern or our internet pattern. And this is the way we see advertisements all of our social media, all across our social media. Now with a link that is attached onto your brain, now these brands could actually stimulate some kind of electric signal for their specific product inside your brain. Now this could really happen, or it could pick up some kind of thought signal from our brain and then showcase that kind of products onto your social media, onto your computers. I mean, this thing is really sketchy, and it could be also used for some kind of political propaganda or starting of human rights or human warfare. I mean, if this Neuralink could receive and send electrical signals directly into your head, this thing looks really sketchy. Well, that's super science fiction, but the tech itself is super futuristic, and who knows what the future holds. Well, this fear of adapting towards a newer technology or a newer innovation is the same with any other innovation. Like for example, how Wright brothers had some kind of fear while developing the first aeroplane, but until now, until this 20th century or 21st century, every aeroplane flight is actually quite stable now, and it's quite safer now. So if you're watching this and you're worried about what I said about the future of Neuralink, well, take it as a grain of salt. It's obviously really great innovation, and it will help a lot of people in the near future. Either way, I'm super excited about this technology, and let's see what we get within a decade of evolution around this technology. So that's it, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.